offense the full 24 seconds of a shot clock.
Good perspective. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Emmanuel Mudiay out there with Hardaway. Then it's Hezonja. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Cantor in at the 5. Now here's Walker, just 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Batum, good.
Well, that just speaks to the confidence Batum has in himself. He likes to catch and shoot, Jay, because it catches defenders off their guard.
Now here's Mudiay, tight defense on him. From the line, a shot off that time, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
From downtown, it's Hardaway, that time on the assist for Mudiay.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Well, I wouldn't say that's his shot, but it's a shot he can make, and that really opens things up for the offense.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Down low and stolen by Zeller. Walker with it. Passes it to Zeller. Inside, Williams. They get it back, and they pick up 2.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
Here's Mudiay. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often. Okay, 4 from 5 from the floor right now, wasting no time getting this offense rolling. And look, when you watch Zeller play, his game is all about activity. He runs the floor extremely well for a 7-footer. And remember, he also registered one of the higher verticals at the combine the year he was drafted.
That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Out to Hardaway. Off target from 3-point range. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to Indiana. Wasted no time on that one. Lamb's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. In games that came down to 1 possession last season, Chris, the Hornets won 1 but lost 5.
Which is better than going winless in those games as they did the season before. But look, you have to have closers on your team. Not just clutch players, but guys who can get their own shot against anyone.
For the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Cantor, and it's Knox in for Vonleh. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. Mudiay looking around. Hardaway for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Lamb passes to Williams. Be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Always a solid all-around player. Marvin Williams' improvement from range has made him a little more dangerous.
Well, think about this. Over his first 3 seasons, he shot under 30% from distance. That's not good. But in recent seasons, he shot over 40% a couple times. That's great. That'll keep you relevant in today's game.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. Hornets leading by 4. Here's Lamb. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Lamb's got 5.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here is Hardaway. Covered by Lamb. There's the foul. It's on Jeremy Lamb. That is his first foul of the game. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Hardaway for three.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Batum with the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Moutier kicks to Hazonia. Stolen by Walker. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Wow, he's only going to hit that shot about 1 out of 10 times.
On the wing, Lamb. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Here's Robinson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. Right. Enes Kanter traded to the Knicks in 2017.
Man, it's just like dream come true. I'm going to New York.
That's a great place to play, the Mecca.
And they're hungry for a winner. I think Kanter's willingness to mix it up and challenge opposing teams has endeared him to the fans.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. We've got Trier. Robinson is out there with Knox. Then it's Hazonia. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1 spot. And yes, it's good. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 14 now for Charlotte.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Ntilikina. Count it. Ntilikina's got his second basket. Well, it's the first game of the regular season. Chris, talk about what you expect to see this year in the league overall, the feel you think you're going to get.
Well, I think there's going to be 2 sides. It's a copycat league, so you're going to see some teams that are going to try to speed up the play. You're going to see some teams that try to increase three-pointers and decrease their mid-range jumpers. And then reality will set in, and then they'll have to kind of get back to playing regular basketball. And for some teams, it's just straight development. How can you develop your young players and get them along with maybe some veterans who are going to be transitioning out in the middle of the year? So right now for coaches, GMs, presidents, there's a lot of optimism, but there's also a lot of prodding and self-examination to see where they will be a year from now, as opposed to putting all their eggs in this season.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Ntilikina. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 6 points a game last season, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And clearly he's having a tough stretch here, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Yeah, but we'll see if he has the mental toughness to turn it around. If not, they've got a few other guys ready to step up and start stealing some of those minutes.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Fifth on the list, Enes Kanter.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
First free throw is good. Lonley's checked in for Knox. And so he hits both.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Charlotte leading by 9. Walker looking for an opening. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Zeller finds Williams. And it's blocked. Williams with the steal. Pass to Batum. Now here's Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And the size Williams has allows him to rise up for these type of dunks. A terrific athlete.
Kanter off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And last season, LeBron said that the Knicks made a mistake passing on Dennis Smith Jr. in the draft. Of course, they took Frank Ntilikina out of France.
Yeah, a little shade thrown Ntilikina's way last season. Of course, he's one of the youngest players in that draft, and so plenty of time for this young man to fulfill his.
Outside, Walker. And the pass to Zeller. 1:31 left now here in the second. And the dunk by Zeller.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. No need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
Pass to Kanter. Passes it to Trier. Shoots. Misses off the left iron.
Give him that shot again. He'll probably hit it. That's a good look.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That's foul number 2 for him.
So he better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a third foul before halftime.
And a wide open look for Walker. But they'll get another chance. And Zeller kicks to Walker.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
No good from outside. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Oh, man, you talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
Group in for the Knicks. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for the Knicks.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Got a piece of it.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
4 on the shot clock. Hardaway for 3. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Batum. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Knicks trail by 6. Hardaway with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. Charlotte has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. And he gets the bucket. And it's 7 points for Williams.
Well, Williams is a very smart player. He knows how to fill the lane in transition.
Outside Hardaway. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
When his three-point shooting improved a few years ago, Walker's career, that's when his game went.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Hornets lead by 9. Time now for the halftime break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite. Things were going Charlotte's way from the beginning. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. In the second quarter, they didn't play quite as well. And thanks for joining us, folks.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Charlotte. The buildings of downtown shining in the background. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Well, and credit coach for repeatedly calling his number, because if it ain't broke, don't mess with it.
Williams is down low with Zeller. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who James Borrego starts the second half with. There's the foul. That's on Jeremy Lamb. That's his third foul of the game. Here's Knox. He's guarded by Williams. Just his first attempt. No good. Shot missing. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Making a change here. Onlay's checked in. A 3 off the inbound. Zeller dishes to Williams. Back to Zeller. Good. The nice assist for Williams. That's now 8 points for Cody Zeller. Chris, you've played in so many big moments, pressure-filled moments. When you look around the league, who are the guys, if you were coaching on their team, who are the guys you'd want to take the last shot? And I'm going to exclude yourself because I know you'd like that last shot. But give me some guys who you could see doing it if you played with them.
Let's just go through the history. Let's go to KD and him coming down on that left side in the finals, shooting a 3, walk-in dribble, shooting a tough 3. He's done that in 2 big games in the last few seasons. So let's go with KD. How about Steph? Let's go with his teammate Steph Curry from anywhere on the floor, hit you with big 3s or layups. Then, okay, let's go to Harden out there in Houston. We know what he can do late in the game. And then if I just like a running one-hander to my left side while looking left and shooting right, a floater off the top of the grass, I'm going to that man, LeBron James. At the last second. We got some great players in this league. It's great to be a fan, Kevin. There's some good basketball going on, baby.
It is. We're lucky, huh?
Yeah.
Here's Burke. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Burke's got his first bucket in this one.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between area.
Williams passes to Zeller. That one goes in. And the Hornets lead by 15.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Burke. A shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
But give the coach a little credit. It's been some great play calling. Each guy doing his part. This is what you're hoping to achieve.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
That's just a lack of communication. 2 guys just not on the same page.
Knicks trail by 17. One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, is linked to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though. But Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP candidate.
Moutier, he's checked in for the Knicks. Over in the corner, Lamb. He kicks to Zeller. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Charlotte, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the technical free throw is good.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
And New York making a change here. Dotson's checked in. Here's Moutier. And that one hits back iron. Here's Charlotte now. This run now up to 13-2. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Cantor's checked in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And here's Charlotte. This run now up to 13-2. Parker finds Hernan Gomez. And Charlotte turns it over again.
A moment now to see the numbers for Cantor. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in field goal percentage, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And what a career it's been for Tony Parker. 4 titles to his name, a Finals MVP, 6-time All-Star. I mean, the accolades go on and on for what is truly one of the most impressive resumes you'll see in the NBA.
Here's Moutier. Second chance shot. The shot's good from Cantor.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
And Parker's just extremely clever at getting fouls off those kinds of shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Here's Hardaway. Nails it from the high post. Hardaway has got 13 points.
Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
The shot by Monk is no good.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
No one covering.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to it.
Parker kicks to Bridges. And there's Monk on the assist by Bridges. And the Hornets lead by 18.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Vonleh with the rebound. Hardaway for 3. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
And so it's Charlotte out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their feet. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, you see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. New York calls timeout. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving, but C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better, but as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you call them to play.
All right, I love your honest appraisal. On the court for the Knicks, Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Hezonja. And it's Knox in at the 4. And that one's good. Parker.
Yeah, Parker's ability to stretch it, it really forces the defense to contest him from out there.
Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Here's Hezonja. Hernan Gomez covering. And Hezonja gets it to go.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Monk kicks to Hernan Gomez. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Lamb, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Outside, Walker. Here's Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists now in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The tray. And Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
This one for 3. Rebounded by Lamb. Lamb's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Zeller. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Hezonja finds Robinson. Over Zeller. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. And Robinson with the layup.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Hornets leading by 18. Outside, Walker. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. I mean, such a clever player in the pick and roll.
Hardaway goes in.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. returning to New York with a 4-year, $71 million contract that surprised many. He's got to shoot better than he did last season to be worth that kind of money.
And New York making a change here. Dotson's checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Charlotte's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Hardaway, of course, the son of former All-Star point guard Tim Hardaway, who played with the Warriors in the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, Hardaway Jr. much more comfortable, I think, off the ball in terms of spotting up and attacking. Definitely has worked on his ball handling and creating a little bit more of his own offense.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 22. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. We get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Cody Zeller.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Walker's shot is off. New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. They get the rebound. The second chance effort. Cantor. The pass to Knox. Back to Cantor. 5 on the clock. Zeller with the double team. New York needs to get off a shot.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cody Zeller.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Knicks making a change here. Dotson's checked in. Burke with it, working on Walker. Offensive rebound. Here's Cancer. It's deflected. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to Zeller, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Trey Burke.
Well, you can't blame the defender. He was trying to be aggressive, but Zeller with just too much size and athleticism.
And he sinks the second. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Trier. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. And Walker kicks to Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Here's Burke. And the Knicks miss again. From deep, no good.